When the game starts, you'll have all starting idle villagers create a market and then chain queue town centers around that market. As soon as the market is created, you'll buy all of the stone as fast as possible. When we take the market, this is what we mean. Now, after the market is created, you'll spread your villages out from there, chain queuing more in the process. There is no set number on town centers, by the way. It's just a preference, but the base amount is 20. And then somewhere in the mix, you'll want to build your spam markets. These get deleted. Once you are comfortable with the amount of trade carts that you max at, some players go for 80, some for 100, and some shoot for more than 100. Again, a preference. It all depends on how good or bad your unit micro is. If you lose a lot of units, obviously you'll need more trade carts. But anyways, also, you'll want to place your houses on the front of your base. These act not only to support your pop limit, but also a barrier between your eco and the front line. Now we get to the fun part. Figuring out how you are going to boom. Most players will send forth around 250 to almost 300 wood choppers to the middle wood line, or spread them out to the woods in the trade. It usually depends on your civilization and how long you feel the game will last. This also depends on the players and the civilizations. In this case, I'm Spanish, which means that gold and food are going to be needed in mass. So a focus on increasing trade carts, farming, and walling my front base is required so I can focus my push with an ally. Basically, folks, the strategy is to boom as fast as possible, and a minute before the treaty expires, you mass delete your wood choppers and some farmers so you can overpower your mirror opponent with a much larger military population. Now, if you are working with the team, this will depend on the POF, or the point of focus, but in this game, I was a king in a sea of retards, so for this game, that doesn't matter, but usually, you will play alongside your team, not separately. You can genuinely tell how people are going to play just by looking at the minimap. For example, all three of my teammates appear to suffer from tunnel vision or do not have peripheral vision, which means that they will each be playing 1v1. I bitch about this quite often because I usually end up having to fight 2 or 3 players in these random lobbies. That is the unfortunate byproduct of being too aggressive for the lobby. When you push hard for fuck time, the enemy wants to make it an orgy. Disgusting bastards, really. But anyways, folks, I'm going to cut this video short. I will make more in the future if you like these. If not, well, I'm the President of the United States. I can do whatever the hell that I want.